So Diamond MMR 3300 ZVT from QQ's point of view. How do I fight against upgraded Widow mines? I felt like I was ahead in this game, but I just could not deal with the mines and kept losing my army. Most frustrating loss in a long time.
QQ, good question. Such a good question. I love it. I love talking about Widow mines because they're a rage-inducing unit, and I like telling people how to beat them. It's not easy, but you can absolutely crush them if you do it just right. Thank you so much, John Turn, for that huge 2,000-bit cheer, dude. Much love for the support. Really, really do appreciate it. One of my favorite Taste the Bacon members who loves to throw out a cheeky cheer. Did you know, John Turn, that we actually have lovely specialized cheer motes, which I think everyone's forgotten about. No one's used them in a while. Cheering was really big for a while. I feel like people are getting back into tipping. But you can actually make a pig fart different colors up to the point where it literally shoots itself through the air with rainbow fart shit stream. So make sure you try that out next time you do cheer, guys. It's a different color based on obviously the amount. There's different like levels of color. But it is my favorite little cheer mode gif. So I just like it when people use that. It gets me excited because I like watching pigs fart, apparently. Silent Symphony, thank you for the 13-month resub. Much love for the Sport Mobile Crusader before, as well as Clean Agent. Thank you, guys. Clickety says, wondering when is the right time to slap static defense, then having a mobile reaction force for base defense. Is there a tell on the enemy side? I mean, not really. Definitely if your opponent's just queuing up lots of Liberators or something like that, you know, the kind of like annoying constant harassment, putting a spore at each base is always good, or a turret or a cannon. Otherwise, if they're dropping a lot, yeah, I might be a little more inclined to get a cannon and a battery on the edge of my bases. But generally speaking, the rule that I follow, Clig, is I don't want to do that unless I've got 70 workers. I want to have like 3 base fully saturated plus. Especially if we go up to the 4 base plus 85 drone stage of the game, I'm like, cool, let's build static everywhere. Especially if I'm going to like Broodlords or Tempests, or like if you're going range libs and ghosts. These are all less mobile compositions, so it becomes more important to have avenues covered by planetary spines, spores, cannons, batteries, that sort of stuff, so that they can't pull you out of position with your slow composition can't respond. You didn't check how glorious it ended. I built 3 more hidden bases while he took my main and then lost because he stopped expanding. No worries, Sushi. I'm trying to catch up. I don't want to finish the stream until I get down to Sapien Gaming's replay. He says, I'm Ron Burgundy. What are you doing? Good. I was like, I wonder if he's still in chat. And I literally look and see he's there hanging out. You know, Milk was a bad choice, indeed. Absolutely. Last question before we hop into this one. Hectic. How should we practice micro so it helps more than it hurts us? I think I would really recommend the Pig Daily episode number 17, How to Get Better Micro. You might want to skip the first few minutes of it, and some of it's very basic, maybe skim through. I'm pretty sure that's one of the early Pig Dailies, so there's timestamps in the comments, but it's huge. I cover all of the most fundamental concepts. Most of them are about setting up for fights. Now, there are more fancy things. I think hopping into a unit tester is great to get a feel for certain units, as well as to learn different techniques. If you can ever practice with a clanmate or someone like, you know, off ladder in unit tester and just practice the same scenario over and over again, it's awesome. But in general, it's about understanding, you know, how to set up for fights and how to get high value out of minimal commitment. So if someone could do me a big favor and link up Daily 17 in chat, if you just Google Pig Daily number 17, how to get better micro, it should come up. It might be in 2 parts, that video, but I think most of it's in 1 part. Ye olde dailies with stream crashing halfway through and stuff. What do I do against Lurkers' Protoss? You just kill him Lapis Laz. It's more positional than anything. Same thing with siege tanks. You let him siege up in a really, really good position, you probably gonna have a bad time. You keep control of the map and you don't let them push across and get a really good position. Engage them when they're unburrowed, or you spread out a lot and come in with, you know, a big spread or a flank. They're not nearly as effective. Charge lots of mortals, all great units versus them. But yeah. Alright guys, let's talk about this game. So QQ was talking about struggling with Widow Mines in this game. Now this is particularly Battle Mech, and he's playing not just against Battle Mech, but Troll Mech. So Troll Mech is one of my favorite styles. I don't know if Arcturus is around at all today. I know he likes Troll Mech. He also likes bribing me to play Troll Mech as well. Basically, anyone who's like, I'm just gonna build the factory ones, with the reactor factory ones. Widow Mines and Hellions, let's go. Nothing that kills buildings, but your drones will not be safe. I thought we were going to see Widowmine Bio. This is actually a different sort of Widowmines, guys. This is mass Widowmine, and this is cool. Now, okay, you guys all get one answer. Obviously, there's lots of ways to deal with Banelings, but there is one particular Zerg unit, which is the special source, which people often don't know about and don't think about in relation to dealing with Widowmines. So normally you're playing against mech, you're going like Roaches, Hydras, something like that, but there is a special source unit which wrecks Widowmines. Shout out in chat what you think it might be, guys. And there's a link for the micro daily is in chat right now for anyone who wants it. That's what a few lovely people like Chase linked up, and Clickety. Thank you, guys. So let's see what the guesses are. People are saying Infestor, Roaches, Broodlings, Banelings, Overlords, Banelings, Hydra, Infestor, Broodlord, Swarmhost, Banelings, Changelings, Drones, Overseer, Ravager. Okay, so I actually like the Ravager suggestion because Ravagers in small numbers can just pick away Widowmines from out of range. Bile them, pull back. Easy. Hydras with Overseers can do the same thing. When you get to facing mass Widowmine, they're going to get on top of you before you can do Ravagers or Hydras. Banelings is the secret sauce. And it's not the core of your composition, but that's the same thing, right? Like if you guys ever had a Big Mac with just the sauce, you're like, can I get a Big Mac, but no bun, no meat, no lettuce, or cheese, or pickles, or onions? And they're like, what? Like, just the sauce. And you like hold up your plastic bag. You're like, fill this for me. And they're like, what? You're like, I just want the special. No one eats just the special sauce. That's fucked up. You don't beat it with just Banelings, but Banelings are incredible at dealing with Widowmines. So normally you want one of these long range compositions like, some people like Ravager Hydra. I prefer just Hydras because then I can just hold position them. I don't want to be casting spells. It's too complicated. It's too easy to mess up the micro. And then go up to Broodlords is really good against Widowmines as well. And the thing is, whenever the Widowmines try to run forward in a clump and burrow on you, you just grab like 10 Banelings and click them into the center, and 10 Banelings can kill like 46 Widowmines. Takes 3 Banelings to kill them. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. I do like the Overseer dragging the friendly fire. That was cute. What was I talking about the other day with kill zones, guys? Jesus. That's terrible. Let's get back a little bit more. Here we go. All right. So check this fight out one more time. This is gross. We had so much time to prepare. Why are the Banelings here? They should be coming from here. We should be going around. So what we're gonna do is we are gonna clump up. Terran's gonna position his army here, and we're gonna go on a path like this. We're gonna go, and we're gonna get clumped up here, and then we're gonna try and go around that corner. We're gonna get clumped up here. Oh my God. And they're both gonna be terrible kill zones, especially without Bane speed. Whereas if most of our army was up here, it would be able to actually cascade through this, and we'd have a Bukaki of Ling Bane just coming down from here. Now, before anyone laughs, Bukaki is an actual Japanese word. It means cascade or waterfall. It's not a dirty word. It's been appropriated. You all need to spend less time on the internet. It's Bukaki of Ling Bane. Unfortunately, in this case, the Bukaki of Flame and Widowmine Fire is a little bit more powerful. I'm gonna stop using Bukaki as a word. Yeah, even I can't hold a straight face without like there's only one thing anyone thinks of when you say that word. It's been ruined, okay? I'm sure the weebs are happy to hear me using the only Japanese word that I know, by the way. It's not food anyway. Obviously, everyone knows a few Japanese food names. Alright, so anyways, oh no. Oh. It's a disaster, mate. I think what I'm most fascinated by is that Cuckoo's realized its mech and is still making Ling Bane. Now, someone's either a Raynor fan or doesn't have a contingency against mech.
Oh my God.
What are we watching right now?
Can't anymore.
Terran players, pull your pants up. No! No! Hands off! Stop it. Not in Twitch chat. You close the Twitch if you're gonna do that. No. Bad. Terran players, stop. Stop. It's not nice to get that excited about that. Stop it. Bad Terran players. It's a disaster, mate. Oh my god.
I think I found the crux of the problem. It may have been the last 3 minutes of this game.
It's like a terrible car crash or something. I can't look away. I love Cuckoo, by the way. Cuckoo is a cool part of the community. I don't know. He says in chat, I really don't have a plan versus mech lol. Yeah, I can tell. The great thing is you could win this game because it's like that previous one where it's like, well, the Terran doesn't realize you have 5,000 minerals and you haven't built macro hatches. 7 macro hatches now. Okay, so against mech, you should have a contingency. Maybe it's Hydra Bane, maybe it's Roach Swarmers, maybe it's Roach Hydra, maybe it's Roach Hydra Viper into Broods. Something that's not Ling Bane focused. You can have Hydras and then add Banelings to deal with clumped up Hellions and Widow Mines and stuff like that. You can have Roaches and Hydras and then go, oh, he's going mass Widow Mine, I'll add a clump of Banelings in there. It's the special sauce though. We need a hamburger. Right now our hamburger, it's like, what is the equivalent of going mass Zergling versus this, guys? I don't know what it is. Is that just walking around Macca's and picking up French fries off the ground? You're just like, oh, they're still good. A couple of cold chips. You're like reaching into the Macca's bin and you're just pulling out, there's like one of the little burger wrap with the end of the burger in there. You're like, no, stop it. Don't eat the trash. Stop it. This is not good. And then you've purchased special sauce and then you're pouring it into your trash food. No, stop it. It hurts. Oh, this is painful. I like this replay though. This is a fun one to watch. It's spelled M-A-C-C-A-S, crispy, Macca's. Yeah. In before a Canadian starts making fun of me for saying Macca's, I'm gonna be like, mate, your currency is like called Looney Tunes or some shit like this. Seriously. Come on. I'm sure there's some Canadian in here who's like, oh no, your police are called Mounties. Is it because they Mounties? Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm gonna kill myself later. Some of the things that come out of my mouth even hurt my own brain, guys. Anyways, this is what happens when I've been talking for 6.5 hours non-stop, I believe. I can't look away, guys. You do lose this game, right, Cuckoo? I like that we're not replacing the Overseers as well. This is that point where we're so traumatized by the last few minutes of this game that we've just forgotten Overseers are a thing. I've been in this scenario. I've had games like this where I spend the next 10 minutes not making an Overseer. Like, it just doesn't occur until the Widow Mines refill for the 4th time. There we go. So that's it. It's like the 4th refill, and you're like, your brain clicks, and you're like, perhaps, sir, we should make an Overseer. And you're like, what? So there we go. You say Timmy's for Tim Hortons? Nice. Oh yeah, your police are called police. Sure. Oh my lord. Has someone like... I love you, QQ, and I hope you take this the right way, but it looks a little bit like someone let a Yeti get on their StarCraft account. It's like, just like, oh my god, like, snoot level macro, and just every fight is like bashing Ling Ultra just onto your opponent's Widow Mines. It's amazing, and it's painful to watch at the same time. This is glorious, dude. What's the units lost? Oh! Actually, I thought it might be even worse than that, to be honest. Give it time. Oh my lord. Definitely should have gone ultras, not broods, but yeah. So yeah, guys, dealing with Widow Mines, you just need to have a mech contingency and then roll Banelings in. Whenever they try to run big clumps of Widow Mines like that, you roll 5 Banelings into that, it kills every Widow Mine. Like, you can be losing a game to this style all game long. As long as you still have economy up, at some point they'll do this, they'll be like, haha, and then you roll a bunch of Banelings into that and you kill every single Widow Mine. And the thing is, you also don't need detection. If you happen to not have detection, that's fine. You roll 3 Banelings, you just manually detonate them on top, or you just stand on top. You just run in the middle and hold position. You wait for the Widow Mines to shoot you and kill themselves by activating the Banelings. No! Tonight on Refugee Hunters, we see a pack of demented Widow Mines hunting down the last vestiges of QQ Banana's economy. Once again, Refugee Hunters turns out to be a sick, disgusting show for the most demented of Terran players. They are, of course, those who love to hunt the refugees more than any other. All they want to do is find a homeland where they can work hard to mine minerals and hopefully not be persecuted. Unfortunately, they found themselves into a land of robotic psychopaths. They beep, they boop, and they fucking ravage you, your family, and leave your desiccated corpse on the battlefield. That was gross. Thank you for that legendary replay, QQ. I was kind of hoping we'd see you actually go toe-to-toe with the Widow Mines and be like, if we just added some Banelings here and then used Broodlords to make them friendly fire their own units. Instead, I was like, oh no, turn the car around. Turn the car around, QQ Bananas. Make some other units. Make some Hydralisks, please. No worries, dude. I mean, honestly, I've seen really high-level players never play against this style. Mario, do you guys remember HTO Mario? Guy who like viewbotted at some point, and then everyone didn't like him. He used to do this style, and people didn't know how to play it, and he beat people like 1,000 MMR above him because they'd just like run. They'd micro and they'd spreadling Bane, and they'd spreadling Bane, or they'd spread roaches, and they'd spread roaches, and they'd be like, cool. Like none of these Widow Mines are getting good hits. I'm doing it. And then they'd like, Widow Mines would run into a base, Widow Mines run into another base, they'd look away, they'd look back, and their whole army was dead, and they'd be like, and then they'd just cry themselves to sleep. So, good stuff.